Alright guys, we're in Toronto on our way through. Just wanted to check and scout out this spot I've had identified for a few years. It's an old house site at the school is from the 70s, but I'm hoping the old house site is in the back of the schoolyard, so it hasn't been disturbed too terribly. And we had a pretty deep low 20 signal, and we have this very interesting, I know, almost looks like it might have been burnt a bit, but it's got some really kind of decorative on the back. I'm thinking that might be a horse rosette, maybe bridle rosette. Hoping stuff isn't too damaged like that, or hopefully it's not too filled in, but this was getting down quite a ways. Alright, let's keep going. We just started and see what else could be around. Oh boy guys, they've filled this area in pretty darn deep. We got something down there with a little bit of green on it. I don't think it's a coin, but we're about pinpointer deep. Oh boy, she's gonna be a challenge around here. We're gonna have to go after those really deep signals. Not sure what this is gonna be. Maybe just a piece of brass scrap, I don't know. Let's two-hand it and I'll get back to you. Oh guys, I pulled it out and she's looks like that. Almost looks like some sort of gasket for pipe, because it's kind of round. Huh, very weird. Yeah, she's way down there. Well, let's see if we can get, hopefully we can get some old coins. Well, it seems the detritus from that old house is going to be, or farm I should say, house and farm is going to be all around. This thing was really a mixed bag. As you can see, we got brass and nails through it. There's another piece attached. I think there was like 4 pieces. I have no idea what this thing is or what it was from, but yeah, we're definitely got stuff from that old place here. Huh. Very cool. That shows promise. Well, schools are always great for this. We got a 2/4 spill. Although one was over there and one was right there. Alright, yeah, rusty clad, unfortunately. Alright guys, we're trying this school for the first time. It's an early 50s school. And it is humid today. The ground should be really nice. We had a big storm yesterday. It was actually a tornado warned storm, but had some strong winds, but nothing developed. And about 3 inches of rain fell at my house, and I'm pretty sure this area too, which isn't too far away. But we'll have at her and just see what might come out. Well, our first coin of the day is a 1979 copper Canadian penny. We'll see what else. Looks like some sandy loam fill soil, so we're in a bit of a low spot, so I'm hoping there's something older in it. Well, that was a really iffy one, and we had to dig actually quite deep to get at it. And we got ourselves our first wheat. 1957. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to go deep like most schools to get at the old stuff. Awesome. Well, we're in silver territory, so let's hope. Oh, we got ourselves an older middle-aged Liz nickel. It's a nickel too, you can tell from that toning. And we got ourselves the year I was born, 1972. Sweet stuff, and this thing wasn't even that deep. Well, we're getting into a bit older stuff here, a bit deeper. I think this one was, oh no, actually I think this one was only 3 bars. The last one was 4 bars, but it was still a 1970s. This one's quite roached on one side, but the other side's beauty. Young Lizzie, 1962. Well folks, I'll show you how hot and humid it is out today. It's not even really sunny. Man, if it was sunny it would be so bad. Oh, look at that. The back of these pads are dirty and it's just running down and the sweat is just beading off. It's just nuts today. Oh, I think we might be in for another we're in for another severe weather warning day, but that doesn't usually happen till the later afternoon, so we'll be good for the next few hours. Well, we had a weird sound, low 20s. Thought it was going to be junk, but I thought I'd dig it anyway. And we got an honor student. Looks like they lost their pendant way back when. What's strange about this is this must be American made, because this isn't how we spell honor in Canada. We spell it with a H-O-N-O-U-R. That's the Canadian and British spelling. Very cool. Well, we had a strange signal bumping from the teens up into the 30s and all over the place, and we ended up getting its older nickel dime spill. These are from the 70s, I think, and they're made of 99% nickel. Very cool. Ooh, we got ourselves another Young Lizzie. Same year, 1962. And not that deep actually, just 3 bars. And yeah, we've been pulling just out of this little low area. We've been pulling quite a bit of coins out actually. They seem to be everywhere, and digging all those pennies just in case, because one of them could easily be a silver ring, and schools are great for those. Alright, finally a bit bigger clad, 1976, nice older one, nickel. Alright, sweet stuff. Well, down 4 bars, and we got a 1961 Young Lizzie. Nice. I know, maybe we'll have to move out of this little area and see what we can find elsewhere. There seems to be, it's quite a bit of sand fill probably put in the early 70s, so yeah, let's go wander somewhere else and see what else we can find. Well, I had a solid surface 27 down here, and I thought it was going to be a silver ring, but she's just a clad Rosie. I think it's 1980s. Huh. Alright, keep on going. Alright guys, we're finally at a school. It's a 1940s school, late 40s school. I've been wanting to get to for a while. But this has a history going back much further than that. This used to be the university's athletic grounds back in the 1800s. Probably until they built the stadium in 1920s. Unfortunately, I didn't get to it in time, and they expanded this parking lot by quite a bit. And this side is where the grandstand was, so I don't know, I'm hoping we can maybe get something old here. I'm hoping this area here, maybe they took some of the fill, scraped it out from where the parking lot is and put it in this area. You never know. You can see where the clover ends. That's all the area that was redone. The sports field probably isn't worth doing. I don't want to muck up the good ground. Plus, they usually improve those areas by putting in lots of fill and grade. But the south end of this field, you can see past the one house, there is an 1840s estate house. And it had a large lot, probably extending maybe past the goalpost or so. So there's a strip along this side of that fence where that was part of that property going back to the 1840s. So hopefully there's something there. Well guys, we're actually digging in spring or fall-like conditions. It has been a wet, relatively wet summer, very stormy. We had a big rain a couple of days ago, and then we had more rain last night, so the ground is just, I mean, look at it, everything's green and we're in midsummer. It's ridiculous. Now, this gives us hope. We had a very, very shallow 23, 24 signal, and this thing is crustified like you wouldn't believe. It just rings up at 23, so this has got to be some old copper, and this might be, I'm hoping this is a vestige of the old sports field here, athletic grounds. I'm not sure if that's an IHP or what it is, but it's really super crustified. And if there was any gravel, I mean, they might have torn out the old, part of the old parking lot as well and moved some stuff around. And any coins that end up in the aggregate under the asphalt get pretty toasty like this. So yeah, I don't know. I'll have to scrape it down a bit more at home and see what this could be. But I don't know, it might even be a wheat, because Canadian pennies don't ring up that low unless they're before 1942. So here's hoping. Well, we had a decent signal down here, actually in the low 30s. I thought it was going to be something pretty good, but can anybody tell me what these things are? So I've found them. They're like some sort of brass ring for something. I've found them in spots that were pretty old, and this looks like it's pretty old. I have no idea what it's from though. Huh, pretty strange. Yeah, weird. Looks like it would be about the size of a large cent, and probably rings up. No, actually it rang up higher than that, but yeah. Oh well. Hopefully on the next. We had a very mixed up signal down here, and crazy. Look at this copper wire we got. Now I would hazard a guess this is from way back during the grandstand days, maybe for lights and such. I don't think this is from the school. That's a cool splice there though. Some nice copper. Well, there's an odd looking piece. Not sure what that is. Looks like it's part of a hose thingy, maybe. Looks brass and threaded in there. Man, that wind is up, but that'll be good for the bugs come later. It's also cooled off quite a bit today compared to yesterday. It's such a relief. Well, we're back along that fence in that strip area that used to be part of that old 1840s estate. And we have a little toy, and we have this little toy truck come from down deep, but we also have some other stuff that indicates much older. Got some of that and a square nail, so there's hope here. I just don't know how, if they've filled it in. It kind of drops past the fence, but they could have just regraded for the subdivision around that estate house. So we'll hope hopefully we can eke something out that's not too deep. Well, the area down by the old, where the old estate house is, it's a bust. They have it filled in to pretty much about 6 feet from the fence, and there just wasn't much along there. But well, we had a 20, 24, pretty solid coming up. Thought it was going to be a coin, and we finally got something actually pretty old here. Got ourselves a flat button. Oh, that's pretty wild. Don't know how long ago that's from. Oh, weird. Let's brush it off and just see if there's any detail to it or anything. Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, it seems to be just a plain flat button, but I think there's some writing on the back side. We'll have to wait till it dries off a bit to get some detail. That's pretty cool. Wasn't even that shallow. I'm thinking this swale area they actually dug down deeper, so I'm going to swing this spot and just see what may come out. Well, this is what I call a crying shame. And look, they even left the pull tab behind. Wow, that is ridiculous. That's why I'm coming out now, because the ground is nice and wet. It's wet, actually quite a ways down too. The ground is super saturated right now, so I think someone came along when things were much drier. I saw a couple others around. Luckily not too many, but not cool at all. Well, it's getting pretty dark. Sun's set a while ago. Had this 22 signal down here. It was down a bit deeper. And I don't know, this thing is like, it's square, but I believe it's thin, but it feels like it's made of lead. I don't know. It's pretty crazy. I don't know what that would be. A washer of some sort? Crazy. Oh, we just have a little bit of time, so I thought before I pick up the wife and kids, so I thought I'd stop at Silver School and see what we can go over those areas where the silvers were. And just got an older clad quarter, a nickel quarter, 1982. Cool. There's still some signals in here. They're just tight between the trash. So, and we had a ton of rain, so I can't believe it. Middle of summer and the soil is like moist, like as far as deep as I can dig. So that's awesome. Well, we had something that sounded like clad down there, so thought I'd try and dig it, but it was a little bit deeper and it was a little bit bigger. And I think this probably predates the school. Got ourselves a big old hinge, probably off a barn door or something. I don't know where the barns on this property before they developed it were, but unless this is just fill that was brought in, which is very likely. Awesome stuff.